You got the camera
right there.
It's this little. We're live. What's going on, guys?
We're live. Hi guys. How you doing?
Hey.
If you
Holy.
haven't guessed it, this is where we are, y'all.
I'll get the comments in a minute. I'm eating some groceries.
Yeah, I whipped us up some chicken Alfredo. Yeah, yummy. And wow, what a I don't even know.
It's that time.
It's been that time, yeah. So we want to welcome everyone into chat. We do things a little different, so y'all know the routine. Throw up your blue hearts in your hands, and we welcome everybody. And we're just really appreciative to everyone to come in the live. If you have questions, definitely tag us in the questions so that we can pull it up.
And capital letters.
Yeah, capital letters.
Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the laptop here, y'all, but normally I'm throwing things up, but I gotta read comments on the cell phone, and this is what you do when you're remote live in it.
We're roughing it, y'all, but technically we kind of really aren't, because they well, I'm not gonna spill any beans, but the camper and the nugget, it's all set up. I'm good to go. I got what we need.
It's hard out here in this off-grid life.
Oh, it's just terribly hard.
I mean, it's so quiet and nobody's bugging you. There's only a four-wheeler and a truck's all I heard all day, and that's because they come by here.
That's you just told them a lie. It's a four-wheeler, a truck, and Chanel.
Okay. Chanel. Oh, y'all.
Chanel has reminded us she has been over in her fenced-in area.
She's hungry
all day long.
She's only reminded me that she wants to come to White Rock Homestead. Just saying. Paul Honeyman said hi. Oh, there's Building with Keith and Mickey. How you doing, guys?
So glad and happy for everybody that came over from Gillum Farms. And if you didn't, schedule your evening an hour earlier and start at 5 Central going to Gillum Farms and joining us here at the Homestead Hangout.
Yeah.
But we're loving it, guys. I mean, we did our live last week, right, from remote location of Possum Run Homestead, and we got a lot of work done over there.
Yeah.
And there's more videos to come from that.
Yep.
Yes, yeah. Because it's a big build, y'all, and it's so beautiful. And the guys are just rocking it out. I tell you what, some troopers up there, because I went up on a ladder. I didn't even get onto the loft. And I'm like, yeah, no, Big Booty Judy's just gonna stay right where she's at. There's no way at all. Yeah, and I don't know if I haven't seen whether or not your daddy's in here, Daryl. I got your earrings on that you and Jackie sent me. So sporting those, I love them. Thank you so much. I think he might be in there. Maybe.
Those are awesome.
I know, aren't they cool?
They look heavy.
No, they're not. They're like really like almost like an acrylic epoxy type product. So they're not really heavy. They're not hanging on my ears.
I'm gonna spill some beans.
Oh,
she wearing the earrings tonight, but last night she was carrying around her box.
Only because we were way over there.
That's the first time on the mountain I've seen a box of wine get carried around. I have my little Yeti cup. Nah, she said I got my box.
Well, I mean, I could really come up with excuses for that, like the fact that I'm the biggest klutz ever and I fall a lot. And it's dark up here on Come On Mountain at night.
And if you fall and you're laying there, you need a drink.
Okay, right? I wasn't quite going in that direction. I was more of it was way over there, and I didn't want to make.
Well, when you live off grid, you got to be a problem solver.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
we adapt and overcome. We've definitely been reminded of how spoiled we are in our area we live in because it's not a dry county.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone over here is all dry counties, so they've got to travel. You've got to plan, guys.
What? Takes thinking.
No, even if I forgot that day, I can run down to the store and grab me some cold snacks. Not around here, so we made sure. David was definitely has been an amazing host and a transporter of the nugget.
Yeah.
And we stopped by and were able to resupply on some cold snacks, y'all, because it was getting detrimental.
We went and got cold snacks with the nugget.
Yeah, we did. We did. But y'all, you got to go over and check out David, and you got to encourage him and bug him to buy a little camper like this because he needs a bullet. Because he's like, hey, what time you need me to come pick up the bullet? And I'm like, the nugget.
I like the bullet.
Oh yeah, so now he needs to go get himself a little camper and name it the Bullet.
I do need one. It'll allow me to go to Florida for a little bit longer. Yeah. I cut my trips down to 5 days, 6 days, and then that's with travel to go see my kids and grandkids. But if I had something like this where I could just pull up in my daughter's front yard, I might stay a month.
Yeah.
You know?
And that was honestly, that's why we were looking for a smaller one, was that intention that when we go up north to visit all the friends and family and stuff up there, this can easily be parked in a driveway. Yeah. And, unhook the truck, obviously, but we can park it in a driveway.
Matter of fact, it's in the driveway right now.
It is. And it's sitting perfect. Everything works great.
Yeah, it was a little off-putting because when we were at Mama V's, with the truck breaking down, we didn't roll in with the nugget until really late. And so the guys did their best to get the nugget set where it was at Mama V's. But you get inside of it, and it was like walking down a fun house at a carnival. And it was, actually being on flat level, having it level now, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I'm not like walking through almost falling each time.
Well, this ain't my first rodeo here. I mean, I did throw Freedom Weekend this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I had about 5 campers in this area alone, not counting over there at the campground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I know where the level spot was.
I see everybody asking the truck update. I know we threw it out there. We're gonna give it a little bit more time. We gotta keep you here for more than 30
You at least
seconds.
gotta let me finish my dinner.
Right.
I mean,
I loaded them up too, y'all.
Yeah.
No, they worked me all the way up to this live, guys. All the way. They just been working me like they own me.
You all know how Tara is. She's cracking the whip, and honestly, I'm kind of relieved a little bit because now I'm not getting all the whip. She's spreading the love, y'all. She's hey, y'all get, and she's whipping it everywhere.
I haven't decided whether or not after the live I'm going to let him stop or not. There's still some things that David needs done, and I may have to crack the whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at least going to finish those cut pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get, and probably the trim. I want to get the wood part done.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that guy right there put it in today. He's been he's been Mario. I was Luigi.
Today. Well, and it's nice because the project we worked on today, I won't give it all away. Y'all got to go over and, well, I know we'll have a video on it here soon, and David's going to have one, but it's not too long ago I had to do this on the tiny house and get it all done up, and so it was fresh. It was fresh in the brains, and
but don't let him fool you. I'm in the nugget cooking, editing, coming out, helping them when I need to be. If I had $1 for every time I heard the words, well, what happened was, and I'm like, oh, okay.
You gotta wait for the video for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, around here when you mess up, a lot of people won't let you do it no more. Me, you're doing it for the rest of the day to get practice.
Yeah. And well, you'll see whether it got gooder or not.
Yeah. Did he learn his lesson?
Mm-hmm.
Might have got worse.
There was lessons to be had, and I'm not sure which one of us got had, me or David.
Well, I had my fair share today, too.
Yeah.
It's
so Paul Honeyman says David needs to build a box that can fit on his trailer. Oh, it jumped. On his trailer as a camper. And then he can unload it when he gets home.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I've got some ideas, but first I got to get here established first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard when you've got, multiple projects, and, we're super grateful David, invited us up right away to come up here and actually be able to hang out. You guys know it's not our first time at the mountain, but last night was the first night that we got to camp out at the mountain.
Yeah.
And
it's the first time we got to do a project together.
Yeah.
I mean, last time was more like a hangout. Y'all stopped by on the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a quick visit. I mean, we were here for a while, but it wasn't, hey, it literally was just the fellowship part, which we're enjoying.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, when you're working on a project, you get more of that. And
he was like, we're not going to stay unless you got a project. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Do you know where you're coming? There's projects here for the next 10 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Brenda Sitterfield, she said that she has to crack the whip on her husband since he had his knee surgery. Tara, I use your line all the time on my husband since his knee surgery. You're welcome. Yes, you are welcome.
I'll tell you what, y'all can tell y'all family to me. Because I'm over here grubbing.
But is it good?
It's amazing.
Okay, good.
It is. And we ate, guys, and David was like, I'm holding out because I got these awesome yeast rolls and I've been waiting for a reason to make them. And so he went ahead and waited. He's like, nope, I'm going to hold out, because he went over and threw them yeast rolls in. And I knew I had to get all this stuff set up. And my stomach said, feed me. And I said, okay. I wasn't going to argue with it any longer.
I'll tell you what, with this one right here, you can eat good all day.
Yeah.
Normally I have to like remember to eat because I just get busy. And, you know, next thing you know, it's dark and I didn't even eat. And, nope, breakfast. What you want? Burrito? All right, got it. Then lunchtime, all of a sudden, here's a light lunch so y'all can work harder. And then now we got some stuff that's trying to make me go to sleep. I might sleep on this live. This right here is some good groceries.
Yeah, I did my homemade Alfredo sauce, and I had brought up some infused chicken that I made with garlic and Parmesan and stuff. And so that was then I not freeze dry, vacuum sealed it so that it really got the juices in the chicken. So I fried up that, and yeah, y'all know that's another cooking thing.
So Bobby over at Pettigene wants to know, David, what happened to the tamales?
Oh, I've been eating them. We might eat some of them for lunch tomorrow or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of them. I got 6 dozen for myself.
Nice.
You can freeze them.
Well, y'all, so a lot of comments about the truck. So if you're new here, you know that, or you might not know, on our way over here to the west side, we did have a breakdown. And all signs led to transmission. Transmission shop said all signs lead to transmission. We broke down on the side of the road. 6 channels came to rescue us. Was it 6 channels? Yeah, 6 people, 4 channels, something like that. And what?
It's not long enough yet.
No,
oh, not long.
You can't spill it yet.
Okay,
I started wondering,
then I'm giving you the backstory.
Yeah.
So we did have roadside assistance, and we were able to get a wrecker. They or Works Littlefield picked up the nugget from the side of the road, hauled it to Mama's V's. The truck went to a shop, and the next day we spoke to him, or no, that night we spoke to him while we were still on the side of the road, and the estimate was $4,500. Dang, y'all, that hurt. That bit really hard.
That hurt me hearing it.
Yeah,
and it's you know, and kind of the funny part of it was we had talked a little bit before we were making our trip over here, which we knew we were coming over, going to help Mama V and the whole crew work on her place, but then we had other places we wanted to go. But you know, David just got his truck back. You know, hey, transmission issues, and then you know, Mike and his truck issues, having a whole new front end.
I didn't even have my truck when y'all broke down. I couldn't even come see
you. And so, you know, it seemed like everybody we were watching over here all had vehicle issues, and we're like, man, is there something in the roads? But we were like, we're good. We're not having any truck issues.
No, and because we weren't.
Yeah.
You know, our truck's a good, solid older truck. I mean, it's old, and it's going to have its normal wear and tear stuff, but it's a pretty solid truck. So anyway, the truck's been there, and we've been waiting. And then when David says it's okay, I'll finish the rest of that. But in the meantime, everyone has been so gracious, so understanding, so welcoming. We've been all over so far, and we're not done yet because we still don't have the truck. It's nowhere parked here. And
I'm not taking them to get their truck until I'm done with it. Their trap don't come on mountain right now.
Yeah. And everyone's been sending well wishes, prayers for, you know, the truck and us while we're over here. We could have gone home, and that was a big thing too, is, you know, one person had commented, well, I'll tell you 2 comments because they're really funny. One comment was, well, you guys are DIYers. Why didn't you fix it on the side of the road? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty obvious. But the other comment, I'm having a squirrel moment. Where was I going with the other comment?
Well, MacGyver could have done it with a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my response is, I'm not Army or Swiss, so I don't even have a Swiss Army knife. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And what was the other comment? It was a good thing I had going. I lost it, y'all. It's
Someone's
the hair.
comment about the fixing on the side of the road and then something else.
Yeah, I know. And now I don't remember what it
See,
was.
there you go. That didn't help at all.
Every day, all day long, folks. Like it's been something. Because, I mean, there is the added stress, yes, of.
Oh, I remembered. Can I go before I forget
Okay,
again?
here she goes. See,
Yeah.
Every day. Y'all.
So
Every
a lot
day.
of people have been like, well, you can just come home and then go back when the truck's ready. And yes, multiple people. David offered, Tilted K offered to come get us. Keith and Mickey said they would do what they needed to do. Like everyone has rogered up to run us down. Gillum Farm said they'd come down and take us home. The problem with taking us home without the truck is if we got home, we wouldn't have anything to do. Because if you remember, we took the tractor over to Tilted K's so that he could work on his driveway and load more logs onto our trailer. So Big Blue is over at Tilted K's. If we were to go home and wait on the truck, then we couldn't work on the YouTube studio because we need more 2x4s. We have to mill them. We can't run the mill because we don't have Blue to load the logs. So it was just kind of this domino effect as to why it just made more sense for us just to stay here. And he's dancing back there, y'all. You should see it.
They sort of can because it's making a shadow on the nugget.
Yeah. And so it just made more sense for us just to stay here, hang out, make the best of a bad situation, and enjoy some time on Come On Mountain.
And it's not been a bad time, y'all. Not at
No.
all. And being able to, everything happens for a reason. And this reason we're seeing is people needed help. And, instead of us trying to be like, oh, we're busy because we want to go visit with people, it's like, no, just come over and calm down. Because even our last visit over here, we did spend a few days, being with Anson and Gladys over at Ivy's, but everyone else, it was kind of like a quick day trip or, see them for a few hours, that kind of stuff. So we've been loving it.
Our daughter Gabby's in. Hi, Gabby, sweetheart. Give
Hi,
punky kisses
Gabby.
For us.
Hi, Punky.
She sent a picture of a goat. So, yeah. I know, Gabby. I want Chanel just as bad as you do. So
she got to at least give me some babies.
Yeah, I got some time.
Trust me, I want her to go. I like my peace and quiet, and that goat knows nothing about that. Yeah. That's how I ended up with her. When I went to go get the other goats that I got, which was my old bloodline from my Florida homestead, because I gave all my animals to my brother because I had to move in like 3 weeks to start a job in Texas. Well, in order for me to get the babies that was from my bloodline, I had to take Chanel, or else my brother wasn't going to give me my goats because she don't shut up. And that's how. And I was like, well, I got plenty of land. I'll put her far enough away I can't hear her. Well, that hasn't happened yet. But I guarantee you I can't hear her from White Rock Homestead. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Right, we got 423 people in here, guys.
Woo-hoo.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you guys so much.
Eric at Tilted K said he washed Blue today.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Hey, you want to borrow your Uber? Uber can sure use a bath right now. I've been working to what's happening out of her.
Well, hey, Randall, there's Gypsy Trails. Thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. We appreciate you.
What y'all don't see behind the nugget right now is a bonfire.
I know.
There's been a fire burning on the mountain for 3 days.
Yeah, and I gotta tell y'all, I did that short for Where's White Rock, like the whole Where's Waldo thing. And I have had the most fun interacting with everybody on that short and on the posts. And then when I put up the hint last night, oh my gosh, y'all just made my day. And that just made it even more fun being here because I was laughing and laughing. I just thank you. Thank you guys, because your engagement in that comment, the shorts, all that, it was so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been great. And I mean, we're hanging out. I mean, we got some good work in today, and I'm excited for y'all to see what we got done. Because it's pretty big for around here.
Yeah.
Like it's stepping things up the next level. And I'm more excited because we have plans for a few more projects getting done around here. And
I'll go and spill it. I mean, everybody that's on my channel already knows that I'm working on the pump house to make a kitchen.
Okay.
So I ain't gonna tell you how far we are in that project right now, but I will tell you before they leave that our plan is, as long as everything works out, don't want to jinx it, is for me and her to actually use the kitchen and to film a Fired Up Friday in the new kitchen, and she'll be the first person to actually cook in the new kitchen.
I'm so excited for that.
That's awesome. And how fitting. I mean,
that's some bragging rights.
Yeah, we're everybody knows that when we show up, they're not gonna go hungry or eat bad food, because when you get a project with a lot of people, the biggest thing is everybody has their place, everybody has their duty.
Yeah.
But if you're working on building, kind of like David said earlier, was like, hey, most of the time you get work and you forget about food.
Yeah.
So to have somebody come, and a lot of times it's Tara, and I know that, Jen and Wiley were over there, and Jen helped quite a bit, getting food around and bringing stuff. I think Rox had brought some stuff on the first day, and it's good when you have to stop work to get a break, but because when you get in that zone and you're working, food's the last thing. It's like, hey, I want to get this project done. But then your body starts feeling it. Like I was feeling it about a half hour, 45 minutes before she said dinner was ready. Because I'm like,
I even took him snacks too.
I wasn't even thinking about
well, I'm used to getting fed on a regular basis.
He's used to those snacks. That's the reason why I got 6 dozen tamales, because I could literally pop them in the microwave, and I can have some homemade food quick, and that way I could keep working. Because if I stopped to cook every time I needed to eat around here, I mean, I wouldn't get nothing done.
Right.
So it's great having a.
And I do love to cook.
And I love to eat.
I mean, food is my love language. I get it from my grandma. And Big Booty Judy didn't show up just unannounced one day, y'all, from bad food. Just saying.
And we got a super chat from Tim over at Ridge Life.
Oh, thanks, Tim.
For the transmission repair.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And then Miss Lila Newton, thank you. It says, I know it's not much, but a little bit for the transmission.
Aww.
Thanks, y'all.
I'm reading Gypsies. Just because Tim's a cheapskate.
Hey, Randall's hitting it again. Thank you, Randall.
Yeah.
Woo, we got 447 people. Hey, everybody, right now, we'll wait. Share this on all your social medias. Let's at least try to get 500 tonight.
That'd be wild, y'all.
That'd be crazy.
Let's hit 500 tonight.
Y'all been showing us so much love since we've been over here, and you do on a regular basis, and we appreciate you for that. And then, like the other night, we were in with Mama V, and I know this is a little different because obviously we're not at home, guys, and I can't set up everything the way I want to be able to attend all the comments and stuff. But we had over 300 over there, so to have 452 of you, it's just amazing people in here with us.
It is, and I tell you,
cheers to all of you.
Yeah, cheers.
To
and if you're new here, if you're new here, our Thursdays are our Saturdays. So being retired and working on the homestead, you lose track of days. And because Thursday is so special to us, because that's when we do our lives, Thursday is our Saturday. So we take that time.
It's not just us, though. And this is why we say it's a Saturday, because we're part of Homestead Hangout, guys. Mm-hmm. And as I said earlier, hopefully you go back and you start your Thursday evenings and make it a Saturday like we do with Gillum Farms at 5 Central. And giving Johnny and Christine over there a lot of love. And then, of course, you've got us on right now, right? Because you're watching us. Duh. I mean, that was even simple. I could figure it out, I think. Yeah. Did I? I think I got it. All right. And then right after us is going to be Joey and Ginger, and Not For Nothing Homestead. Always a good time going over there, guys. You can't not laugh.
Right.
And occasionally we get blessed with a Joey rant, and it's awesome. So... and then to finish up for our homestead hangouts on Thursdays is Dale and Lisa over at 9 Acre Family Farms. And y'all, you want to see a group of people get competitive. They do Kahoot it.
Yeah.
And if you've never played Kahoot It, get on there one night, check it out. You
I've
could
never even heard of Kahoot!
really.
It's fun.
Oh, it is
and you
so
think
fun.
it's kind of goofy at first when you first, like, if it's the first time you're hearing about it. But
That's
I'll tell
kinda
you
like
what.
people think about me. They think it's kind of goofy.
Yeah, you start playing those games, and they're all quiz games.
Oh, Cuddly
And-
Texan showing up. Said, Tim, come on. Another
Wow.
drop
Also,
in
David Moffat.
transmission.
And David Moffat,
What
super
David
chat.
sent.
David said, "Come on, guys." He said it was gonna be $4,540 super chat.
Wow.
And then Joseph came in there swinging.
Joseph
I
Coffin.
see you
Joseph.
swinging.
Thank you, Joe.
Joe, you already know, Joe, that we love watching all your stuff through Facebook and everything that you're putting out there. And we feel we know you and your family already, and you're already a huge part of our family.
Yeah.
So
They should buy a quarter flood.
that's about
in
right.
this economy, that's about it.
Yeah, that'll get it.
I got a $300 bonfire back there with diesel.
Yeah.
trying to burn a wet wood.
right.
Wet
Yeah,
wood in this economy, boy.
it's not. And then
Yeah, we can't thank you
you
guys
seen one
enough.
from Muriel.
Muriel, thank you.
Oh my gosh, y'all are
Totally love rating. And
we're getting close to 500.
oh wow.
488.
we're getting there.
488. Keep sharing, guys.
I tell you what, we went, if you haven't already, well, no, it's not, because Mel did put it out as a teaser on her last video. We spent 2 days with Simple Life Reclaim, Mel and Gary, and not spent like overnight or anything. We didn't move the nugget, but we were there for 2 days and doing a project with Mel and Gary. That's coming out. That's going to be so much fun. And I tell you what, you could meet. I can't say enough about the West Side fam. It's just
What's up?
y'all are just amazing.
Jackie shows up. Daryl's not in there. You let her on the loose.
Jackie, did you see? I got my earrings in, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you. That's so awesome. Well, actually, so I know it may not be. It's a little, it's not quite 6:30 yet. I do want to go in and I want to talk to you all about the truck, because as you guys
driving her
are
crazy.
It is.
We have 3 more people to come on.
I tell you what,
500.
let's do this.
Shoot.
500.
Okay,
Yeah.
500.
500 spill the beans.
Oh, I want to.
I tell you what, if y'all want to keep a secret,
You can't.
That ain't the one to tell.
No, I mean, I threw
It
the
drives her
short.
crazy.
Yeah, I threw the short out of Mel spilling the beans, but I guess we really know it was just a cover up. She was
I don't intentionally spill the beans ever. Like I try never to, and I won't spill anyone else's beans. I guess I.
This is true. I tried to get her to, and she won't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna. We're at 502.
Oh,
yay! Because
start spilling, girl.
Yeah, we're getting in. So they had told us, because when I left off on the story, we were waiting on a call from the shop, right? And we didn't hear anything on Tuesday. We didn't hear anything on Wednesday, and then today, David and Jason were working on a project. I won't even say what that was because I don't. Today's Thursday. Wait, is today Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
Yes,
okay.
Today's Thursday. It's our Thursday.
Thursday Night Live.
And they're over there, and I was inside cooking lunch or doing something, and his phone rang, and he had it on the Vito Man, which is the charger.
I know Vito.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
And I saw it was from the shop, so I answered the phone. I answered the phone, and she is like, "Miss White, hi, this is so and so and so and so from the transmission shop." I come jetting out of the camper, and mind you, Uber is not quiet, and I'm over here jumping, trying to get there.
She's not lying, y'all. I just happened to look over this way for whatever reason, and she's over there, got the phone in one hand, doing the flying chicken all over.
And I did end up getting some of it on video, which is really cool because it was just awesome. Anyway, I just want to say that there is no better testimony that praying people work, because the lady on the phone was so excited. She's like, it was the flywheel thingy broke, and then this thingy did that to that thingy, and la da 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 da. The transmission is perfect.
I just love you explaining it with all the things.
Except for the thingies.
Well, except for the thingies.
Like, the transmission's good, but the thingies.
And
the
they
thingies.
fixed the thingies. So here is the biggest amazing thing, y'all. It went from 4,500 to 1,027.
Yeah.
Is that not? That's some answers to some prayers.
Yeah, that's
I
amazing.
was crying. I literally was. Tears were rolling down my face because I know y'all have been praying for, a fix and hope it wasn't that and everything. But I really needed to share that before y'all sent us $4,500 in super chats. But if you do want to send $4,500 in super chats, you can. That's fine. We'll take it.
Because there is thingies.
There is thingies.
Yeah, we gotta fix
the thingies.
Let me break it down to you, and not my wife's style of thingies.
Sorry, I got excited.
The center of the flywheel.
Are you gonna explain the things?
I could. I'm gonna mansplain them.
Okay, mansplain.
As mansplaining as it goes. So it was the flywheel. The center of the flywheel actually broke, which goes from helps transfer from the engine to the torque converter to the transmission. So it was technically two parts before it got to the transmission, or there's one. I guess just the torque converter in between.
That's the other thingy.
Yeah. So, I initially thought torque converter went and took the rest of the transmission with it, or something, we were on with some friends the other night and talking about it, and it was like it could have been the shaft inside. Randall, give us some money.
That's why I'm like, I gotta tell him. Yeah. It's the good news.
But yeah, so it was just the flywheel had broke. They were able to get the parts. Now the lady did say she did order the parts to rebuild the transmission.
They were
but
fully
she's like,
sure it was.
We're not going to. Well, and in that situation, that is your first initial response. Like when you get under the truck, you don't see a lot of oil, you don't see a drive shaft hanging, or something that's super obvious. And so we did get the transmission serviced, and they did put the flywheel in. So it's actually done and ready for us to pick up, y'all. But we were dedicated to our projects today, and I wasn't about to say, hey, we need to stop projects, because we're not going anywhere for probably a few days anyways.
Yeah.
So us having the truck, I mean, it'll help when we're ready to move to the next spot. But I want a few days of driving the truck around a little bit and kind of breaking things in, making sure everything's good to go, because
you've broken enough.
Yeah. and it's not normally a shop's fault when they're so busy and have things, but sometimes things get overlooked, and I understand that. I mean, as being a mechanic, like, you get your mind going, and I mean, our little project today, there may or may not have been something that got overlooked out of
what
all
happened
the
was
things.
Well, my transmission actually did go out.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was up under the drivetrain warranty, and I had to pay a steep $100 deposit.
Yeah.
And but again, they overlooked something. They didn't tighten my exhaust back up, and so it sounded like I had a mud truck, and they didn't catch it. So it happens, even to the professionals.
It does, and I know that. I mean, all my years of turning wrenches and stuff, that you get busy, or something happens that makes you walk away from the project, and you forget about one little thing. So I do want a few days of kind of just driving the truck around.
And that works out good too, because one, we promised Mama V even before we came over here to the west side.
Well, you can't say how far we got on there, though.
I didn't say anything about how far we got. What I can say is, before we go home, we made a promise to have some certain things completed that we knew we could handle, just the three of us. And so we'll probably end this trip back at Mama V's, so I will not go home, because I made her that promise. And
you see Wachitas?
No, I didn't. Come on, good name. Is that the one?
Good name for the new buck is Bullet.
True.
Oh.
True. I actually have a top 3, and like I said, they've been working me today, guys, so I ain't had time to do anything with my members. But I'll be putting up the 3 here in the next day or two. For the boss members, the Ubers is the boss level.
Nice.
They're the ones that get to help make final decisions around here. So I'm going to pick the top 3 that I like, and then whatever they vote on is what the Gray Rabbit's going to be called.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and tell y'all what the names are. Right now, I'm going with Smokey, I like old Smokey. Grayson and Gandalf.
Gandalf?
Gandalf.
Is that a character in something?
That's
yes. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to think. I almost was like Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, no.
Now that she said it, it's just like it went like her when she was trying to think of that the other minute.
I squirrel. What happens?
I put my vote in for Smokey.
Yeah.
No,
I like old Smokey, but we've already did the deed with the female, so hopefully we get some more colors and stuff, and we'll have some more names and stuff. But Bullet is a good name. I like that.
Mm-hmm. It is.
But if he needs it to the rabbit.
And I'll tell you, I've had my eye on, like, as we were working around today, I kept looking around to see if the other one might have wandered around.
You ain't gonna see it.
No, he was big, and he was probably a good meal for somebody, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was a pet.
Lord of the Rings, y'all. You had it wrong. It wasn't Harry Potter.
Well, there you go. Shows how much.
Thank you, Dark Lord Minute.
See, I wanted to say Lord of the Rings.
I knew it was one of them.
Yeah. Okay. You talk. I'm gonna look through comments because I feel like we've missed something, and I don't want.
I know we've missed a lot of comments
I know.
tonight, y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm trying to watch down on the laptop without scrolling and doing that. It's hard. Dumbledore is Harry Potter. Okay. Thank you, Carissa and Sizzle, for fixing that for us.
Hi, guys.
Do you know I've never even watched like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter like all the way through?
Oh,
neither
really?
One of them, I've never watched neither one of them.
I watched them because, of course, my kids were really into that stuff, so we watched all of those when they were younger, and I enjoyed them watching them. But we actually had this conversation just last night, where like we don't watch movies anymore.
Time to watch movies.
Yeah, like if I sit down for 3 hours and a TV's on, in the first 15 minutes I'm out. So
yeah,
we try to play things.
There's
as
old
we're
Drew
moving.
and Lindsay.
Hi, guys.
You got Drew and Lindsay, the fan.
Yeah.
It's like we just seen them.
I know.
It's been forever.
So Nomadic Hooker says, okay, so you dodged a huge bullet, but being that you're towing a trailer, if there is not an additional or auxiliary transmission cooler, have them add one. Heat is a #1 killer of transmission.
And mine, I'm pretty sure my truck has it. It's a stock truck, but it's a Lariat. So it's fully loaded.
It's diesel. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It has. The only thing that's not on it that like I had on my last truck was, and as far as I understand with this engine, they're not as required because I don't have anything deleted, is the coolant filter system. But I know on the old Ford the 6.0 Fords, that was a recommended thing when you took off some of the emission stuff. But
Chance Weaver wants to know, how long does it take you to get to Come On Mountain? I know that answer.
4 hours, y'all. Oh.
Yeah, it's
local. 4 hours is local for us.
And for us, like we've said before too, it's one of those that we purposely plan to come over because it's not a day trip for us.
Yeah. We're getting old.
We could, but there's no way that you're gonna get with anybody that's over here. I mean, they're our friends. And so you get over here and you get talking, and what you think is going to be an hour turns into 5, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like that when we went over to Simple Life for Came the other night. Mama V's like, just remember, I'm here, because we borrowed Mama V's car to go over, and our intention was to leave like at 5. We'd have an early supper, and then we would leave at 5 because we still had laundry to do, which we still haven't done.
They're saying that you might have missed some super chats.
Did I?
Ace said that. Did y'all see that one?
Yes, I saw Muriel.
We saw Muriel.
Thank you, Muriel.
That was the last one. You seen Cuddle in Texas?
Yeah,
Cuddly
Texan. What did he say? Yeah, that was.
Come on, another drop in the transmission bucket.
Aw, thank you. And that is so awesome.
I know we've seen that one.
Yeah, and Joseph. I hope we didn't miss any. We're not used to having 541 in the chat.
Also, I seen somebody in here is up there frying up some of that redneck lobster. Come on, some crappie.
Ooh.
The name's already jumped on me. It was something I probably couldn't pronounce. Chikalaka Farm Fancy.
Is that the Ouachita Pharmacy?
Yeah, Ouachita Pharmacy.
What is Anthony put a comment about Ouachita too, because and I don't know. I talked to somebody that had told me how to say
the mountains behind me.
Right.
Is the watch
Right. And
it took me a while.
And
I
they would
practiced
come in. She had to practice it, and
because I'm like, I don't want to butcher it, and I'm an Arkansan now. I need to know how to say Wachita.
Abby wants to know, did you have to put floaties on the nugget the other across the creek? The creek is like that deep right now.
Yeah, it was. The great thing about coming across the creek is your tires always get cleaned.
Yeah, my undercarriage.
Right.
It's like a bidet for my.
So Joseph Compton, he says, let DD5 Mike take the truck for a test drive. If anything can break, he'll break it. That way, if it does, we can take it back because we're already here.
You know,
we love Mike. They did a supply run for us today while they were in wherever.
Yeah,
that town was.
they went to town
and we love spending time with them too. Listen, and we got to like hug and do our thing and have our few minutes of girl time before they had to go work on their projects. So definitely go down there and check out what he's working on, because it's gonna be. It's either I get spill the beans. I don't spill the beans. It's gonna be cool. Check it out. And all right, so I can. But yeah, chat is scrolling.
Oh, Paul said we had missed the one about Randall saying give our money back.
Oh,
we did.
No, did we?
Oh no, we had said that we've seen that one.
Gotcha.
Dennis Green just sent us one. It says, "Good to see y'all on the mountain. Keep rocking, y'all." Thank you, Dennis.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it.
It's
such
a y'all. You have no idea how. You don't realize how much something is pressing on you. And I've put on a good face, and I've been trying. I honestly thought I was handling the breakdown pretty darn good. I wasn't a sloppy mess. I was, pretty well put together as far as everything needed to be done. But when we got that call today, I guess I hadn't realized just how much that was weighing on my shoulders until it was not. I mean, I ain't gonna sneeze. It's still gonna be like over $1,000, but whoa, way better than 45. And you just don't realize how much that like puts that dark shadow over your person for however long it is. And I really thought I was doing a great job, and I was, but whew, I tell you what, there was such relief. David. there was such relief of just it, and the tears started flowing. It was crazy.
So Mama V says we need to do memberships so people can gift them, and guys, we're in the works of setting up memberships for our channel. We have a way that we want it to go, and we're not set up to do that quite yet. And I know that you all would be wonderful and be doing memberships and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, we have to feel good about the way that we want to do it, and we want to do it our way as we do everything. So they will be coming soon. We just got to get a few things done.
Like the YouTube studio. I am excited to get home and work on the YouTube studio. I'm not gonna lie, because the YouTube studio, right? I know.
Why wait?
The YouTube studio will also house all the merch, and y'all, our ideas for the memberships are going to include a lot of the merch line. So if you don't know and you're new here, I didn't like how much everything costs through like your normal merch people, so I took it upon myself
It's pricey.
It is. And so I invested in a press with thanks to a lot of super chats from some amazing subscribers, and I'm going to be popping out the merch ourselves. And so we want to incorporate that. We're just not sure the logistics of it, so we're still researching. The mailing part
is where you're going to run into.
Correct.
Because right now I still got a whole bin out there. Speaking of which, y'all need to remind me of some OG come on.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, I made all my own merch. I designed everything. My buddy had a big embroidery place, and everything. It's the mailing that's the problem. Like here, I wouldn't even dream of it because the post office is like 30 minutes away. So it'd be impossible for me to just the logistics of it all.
Yeah, and we've gotten some suggestions about some cheaper options of mailing, and luckily, for us where we live, we're not far from town.
No, and we have a really even closer post office, like 10 minutes.
And so we just got to look at the shipping thing and how that's going to work.
So it's coming. It's coming.
Can the mail people get to y'all? like up your driveway.
Oh,
And all that.
absolutely.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are very fortunate.
Yeah, well, you can talk
Yeah.
to them, and they can actually pick it up from you.
Oh, true.
And our mail lady, which she does come on and watch our
Yeah, she's
channel
pretty
every
cool.
once in a while. She's pretty awesome. Yeah, she would for sure. But I got on a
So,
cover.
yeah, we got some more super chats.
We did Nubbin. Gave us says keep rocking on. Thank
you. We're
Appreciate
trying.
it.
We're rocking it out. Yeah, for
And-
sure. White wax style. Hey,
and-
come on style. Let me
Come
hear it.
on.
Let me hear it.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
So James Hall, thank you. Says I gave you a bad time about how big that cup was, so here's the reward for taking it like a champ. I was just giving you a hard time, Tara.
Thank you so much. That is
Yeah.
so greatly appreciated. And I'm used to, when you recognize the fact that I'm the smartest person academically. I honor the I did the whole gamut, the whole shebang, but I am dumb as a doornail when it comes to like obvious stuff. I'll be the first to admit it. And my friends would always tell me, Tara, you are the stupidest smart person we've ever met. And I own it. And so I laugh at myself. So when people razz me, it's second nature to me. I welcome it. I don't get upset over it. And I just roll with it because at the end of the day,
you've got to. I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, then how's anybody else going to laugh at you?
Yeah, that's why I left me falling in one of the videos. And I can't even remember which video it was, but we were working and I was coming out of the greenhouse and my foot hit a stick right as I rounded the corner. And you know how you lift your foot up to step over the stick? Well, the stick decided to stick in my crack and stay there. And so I went and I had my hands full. I biffed it straight face into the dirt.
Yeah. So I want to touch this real quick because Wichita Pharmacy said, White Rock, when you're living a debt-free life, it weighs on you because it might affect another fund. It is hard. It is. And that is something, that we remind ourselves a lot, but then it's, a lot of people are kind of shocked to know that everything that we're doing and everything that we own, we're doing it debt free.
Yeah.
And it was hard work to get there, y'all. Like, I don't want to make light of it. And I know a lot of people that are
We
working.
didn't win the lottery. We didn't.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are working towards that. And if you're one of them,
3 years.
Keep doing it, because the reward in the end, when you can finally walk out your door of a property that you own and look at everything that you've gotten to that point in your life, whatever that is that's important to you, and you know that you own it, and there's no chance that somebody can just come nab it up from you, and you don't have a monthly bill weighing over your head. So but
it does take hard work, and it doesn't happen overnight. I started planning my debt-free life when I was in my early 30s, and I'm 50, y'all, the big 50.
Yeah, my goal has always been to be completely debt-free by the time I'm 50, and that's 3 years away, and I'm on schedule to do it.
Yeah, and that's cool. And I do believe you're going to hit it.
Oh yeah, well, it's all set up.
Yeah,
with everything that I have financed, it's like 4 months before I turn 50. Everything's paid off. Unless something drastic happens, I'll hit it.
Yeah, I know you will. One determined man right here, y'all.
Come on.
Like he puts a lot of himself into his videos, and he does keep it real. What you see is what you get, but you want to see somebody determined, hardworking. It don't matter whether the camera's on or off. He's getting it. No, and
it ain't for the camera.
People talking.
Yeah. What did I do?
What? No, you're good. I want to throw this up real quick so that we can take
do we have some questions on that?
No, people are talking about different meetups that they're going to. And so we won't spend a lot of time, y'all. I'm going to throw the information up really quick. The first one that we know for sure we're going to be at is the one at Lake 10 Killer this year, April 26th, 28th. The information's down there. And the email, the 10 Killer YouTube meetup at gmail.com. If you guys are coming, they just ask that you
send
an email saying, hey, we're coming, so that we have an idea of how many people are going to be there and stuff. It's a huge group of us that are all kind of working together, some more than others, but everybody coming together to
I'm going to help with the cooking.
Yeah.
Big surprise.
But it's another meetup for everybody to hang out, and it's not just for YouTubers, subscribers and stuff like that. All these meetups are open for everybody, and we want to see as many people as we can to all of these meetups.
All of them.
So this will be the first one in April.
Yep.
When we get done there, we'll goof off for a week or so, and then we're gonna come down, go over to for Simply Jan Homestead, and Steve at Backwoods Misfit are putting on. This will be the second annual Ozark meetup at Palm Terre State Park. I don't know. I'm sure there's a fancier way of saying that, but
Palm Terre.
yeah.
Did I do it?
May 10th to the 12th, and the information's down there, MissouriStateParks.com. You could go there and reserve a site if you want to stay, or that park is where if you're looking for hotels, Airbnbs.
I know.
But
we rogered up because we
love it because
yeah.
like we love hanging out with all of our YouTube friends that are now family, and you know we're really super close and tight with, you know. But then it's being able to put a face to a name
for the subscribers
with the subscribers that come in and watch our stuff.
A week later, there's another meetup.
There is.
Yep, and that's
a matter
coming
of
up
fact,
next.
that's coming up right here.
Woo woo.
The Arkansas River Valley Homesteading Meetup. And that is not too far from where we're sitting.
Yeah, it's all of about 5 miles.
Yeah.
Actually, we rolled in there last night.
Go.
No. Whatever.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
We actually did. We did go to the park last night.
Yeah, we went right there where it's at last night.
We had to dump the nugget on the transport over, so we pulled into the park.
It's a good thing somebody was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little too late.
Yeah.
And there is so recreation.gov. That's going to be May 17th to the 19th, guys. Here, Blue Mountain Lake. Recreation.gov is the website that you're going to use.
We already got our campsite booked. Do you?
Look up Waveland Park Campground when you go to that website, and that's where you can book a camping spot. But that also gives you an idea of the location of where it's at, and if you want to look for hotels, Airbnbs, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then there is a Facebook page.
Yes.
For that meetup, and it should be the same, right? It's the Arkansas River Valley Homesteading meetup.
And one of your main point of contacts for email is if you need to find out anything, email the Drifting Dreamers.
Mm-hmm.
He's the contact that has all the information on everything.
And
I'm going to be helping cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be they're all going to be super fun ones.
Yeah.
And
we just can't wait for this season to come.
We're excited.
And Evelyn, no, I'm not going to make it to 10 Killer this year. With me getting sick at the beginning of the year, during Christmas all the way until halfway through January, I've actually got about 4 trips that I've needed to make between my transmission being broke and then me getting sick. I have to make a trip to Florida. I need about 3 trips to Oklahoma and a trip.
Let's go on an adventure.
So, I'm ready to see my grandbabies and my children. So
and
we're going to be squeezing in a 2-week vacation after all these meetups to go back up north to the river, and then also make our rounds to see all of our grandkids as well. So it's going to be a busy summer. Now, mind you, we're going to be squeezing in the builds. We're going to be squeezing in gardening. The greenhouse is already going. I just pray all my seedlings are still alive when we get back. And even after we finish the YouTube studio, then we're starting on the shop build. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, that's the other thing. We were having to dip into the shop build to pay for the $4,500 transmission bill we thought we were going to have. So, y'all just don't know how relieved. What are the chances? I mean, how many times in your life do you have something like this happen? And almost always, it's always either worse than what you thought it was going to be, or it is what you thought it was going to be. And I can't say.
Well, I'll let you know what happens to me on the way y'all just went. It ain't happened yet. Gooby-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo said that they just subscribed to your channel today.
Thank you. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
I love me some Gooby-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I just like to say it.
That is awesome. And I did see somebody had commented about T-shirts for the meetups.
Yes. There will be T-shirts for ours. I'm probably going to run a campaign on my bonfire. I need to actually get on that and go ahead and design something. I think we already got a design. I think I just need to make the T-shirt, and then all of those proceeds will help actually throw the event. So
yeah, because the Blue Mountain Lake meetup, any and all proceeds over. Oh, you explain it.
Yeah,
right?
well, basically, what we're trying to do is, there's a lot of us in this area and stuff, and we're all about community. We're all about our veterans. Children. Like for me, is huge with children. That's kind of why I got into this, was to kind of teach kids about this lifestyle, because they don't know where their food comes from and none of that. So educating children is a big thing for me. So we want to donate whatever we make off of this meetup to like veterans in the local area and children programs that get kids outside, like FFA, 4-H, something
Right.
like that, or even like a fishing, team or something like that. Just like Mel's and Gary's daughters, doing that skeet shooting now or
Yeah.
whatever. It might be something that we kind of reach out to that little program or something like that. And just that, and also the seniors, so we're going to try to kind of divide and conquer. And, I'm sure it's not going to be a lot of money or whatever, but every dollar helps with these
And
organizations.
every
So,
year it can grow
yeah,
and grow
exactly.
and grow and
And
grow.
it's not just for YouTubers. Me and Mike and a couple other people are already been talking to a lot of local businesses out here about some sponsorships and different things. And we just really want to kind of give back, and I think those three things is like the core of us. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, seniors, they done been there, done that, and deserve all the respect in the world. And children are the only actual innocent thing on this planet. And
Absolutely.
veterans, we wouldn't have nothing that we have right now and be able to live this lifestyle if it wasn't for them. So those three right there in our community is very, very huge. And if we can just do a little small part to give back, I think it's amazing. And hopefully the community turns out and it just grows and grows and grows, and we can help more and more and more.
Oh, for sure. We want to, and I know, I'm not sure, I can't answer right now about the Ozark YouTube meetup. I want to say Jan said that they were going to be offering shirts. You'd have to check out Simply Jan Homestead. But I know for sure for the 10 Killer meetup, if you go to Gillum Farms, they have a link for their merch page. And right at the top is the Lake 10 Killer meetup merch shirts for that. And they did open it up. They do have some long sleeve ones. So.
And people are already receiving them.
Yeah.
So.
They're getting them. I think it was within
7 days.
7 to 14 days or something on that. So,
and we're super excited to go to all of these meetups, and that might not even be all of them, y'all. We are tossing around the idea of a few more, but we want to support all three of the ones that we know we're already rogered up to go, because we love going to them. We love seeing everybody. We love seeing you if you're able to make it out. So even if you don't have a channel, consider dropping in. We'd love to see you.
Yeah, it's not a YouTube meetup. It's a everybody meetup.
Yeah.
I mean, they call it a YouTube meetup, right? Because YouTubers are the ones that are creating the event to be able to put it out, and gives us a chance to possibly meet other YouTubers. But the greatest part is meeting subscribers and the viewers that are there that are coming, because.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to meet a YouTuber, I can just reach out to them and go meet them.
Yep.
All of you guys are the ones that I like to put, faces with names.
Absolutely. 100%.
And I've met people that I'm very, very close with now. At these meetups and stuff. I haven't been to a ton of them, but I've been to a few, and it's always a good time.
And they're a great place just to meet other people, in general, just great people, because typically if they're coming there, they're good people, and you have a great time.
Yeah.
It's always good groceries.
And there is always good groceries.
Always good groceries.
I mean, I remember our very first meetup was the Mid-America last year at Lake 10 Killer. And we were fresh, y'all, wet behind the ears. We don't know it. We don't know what we're doing, right? I look back at those videos and I cringe. But anyway, I digress.
Wait until it's been about 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like making my rounds and talking to everybody. And this lady came up to me and she's like, oh, hi. And excuse me. And I was like, hi. And I said, well, I'm Tara from Whitewater Homestead. And she like hugs me and she's like, my name's Irene Turner. You're my favorite YouTube nurse. And I was just like floored, completely floored, because I'm like,
Irene is a
I
bundle
know.
of energy, boy.
I'm like, you see me, you watch. Like, I was blown away, y'all. I just.
So we have to call, you get all
know.
excited and don't ever look at time here. So right after us, and I know they have dropped some of the links, guys, right after us is Not For Nothing Homestead. So make sure you go give Joey and Ginger some big love from us, and throw a bunch of the blue hearts, tell them White Rock Nation sent you. The other thing that I want to plug, even if we go over by a second, is Monday nights.
Yes. So Monday nights, me and the ladies from the Homestead Hangout, which is myself, Ginger, Christine, and Nana, Lisa over at 9 Acre Family Farm, we decided that we would do a kind of sit around the table, study some of the books of the Bible, and we have Homestead Hangout. Well, digging in the Word.
Yes.
Okay.
Digging in the Word with four sisters.
Yeah.
And it's 7 Central. I know we got to cut this off so Ginger and them can go, but 7 Central every Monday.
Right now we're working,
and it's going to be on all 4 channels, guys. So
yes, we co-stream from all 4 channels, and right now we're working through the book of Esther. And y'all, we just want to make it real. We want to know how it applies to us, how it works in our everyday lives, and we are having a blast with it. So if you would like, check us out on Monday nights and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
We're over our time.
And I got one thing real quick.
Here we go.
There's a lot of new people in here tonight. Make sure before you leave tonight, make sure that you hit that subscribe, that notification bell, and all that, because these guys right here are killing it. They got a lot of cool stuff going on. So make it happen.
Thank you, David. We appreciate you.
And we love y'all. We appreciate you.
You gotta do your thing.
Now, I know you've seen the link, so click on it. Get over to just go on. I'm not even gonna do it.
You gotta do it. They asked for it.
Yeah.
I saw it in the comments.
Go on now. Get on out of here.
Him, not him. Him, not him. Right now. Hot mic.
Go.
Hot mic, not him.
Yeah, you're still coming. Get on out of here.
Him, not out of that porch. Him.